Yo, what is going on, everybody? Before I get into this video, I will be making a full-on guide on how to farm Ultimate Freyna, so let's get into the video. Today I'm going to be covering 1.1.4 patch notes for the first Descendant. I'm going to be covering everything that we don't already know from last patch notes, starting off with Freyna's quest line. You're going to be able to do a quest line just like bunnies. Once you complete it, you're going to get a chest attachment called Old Wounds. So Ultimate Freyna's farm is going to be from Amorphous Patterns. These are going to be all the patterns you can grind out in the game. Again, I will be making a guide for the farm, so you don't need to worry about this. They're going to be adding new modules for Descendants and weapons. These are the modules on screen. So the first one is called Hyper Focus. The description reads, firearm crit hit damage on skill critical hit up by 12% and skill critical hit damage on firearm critical hit up to 10%. This pretty much means whenever you get a skill critical hit, you are going to get a fire critical hit damage boost by 12%, and whenever you get a firearm critical hit, you are going to be getting a skill critical hit damage boost by 10%. These two percentages do not stack with each other. These are only going to be for one and the other, so you're only going to get the base 12% or 12.4 and then the base 10.1%. For the next module, this is going to be a purple rare module. This is going to be the non-attribute amplification. This is going to be for every single element in the game. This reads that a non-attribute skill power up by 65% and then critical hit damage up to negative 140%. So pretty much this is going to boost your elemental damage by 65% at the cost of critical hit damage. This is going to be really good for Descendants that are lacking in critical hit rate and critical hit damage. These next ones are for the tech, fusion, singular, dimensions. These are going to be for all the ability buffs. So this one reads tech skill power modifier up by 61%, but you are going to be losing critical hit rate up by 140%. These are just going to be for Descendants that don't have a high critical hit rate and critical hit damage. For this next module, this one's called the non-attribute interrogation. This one reads a non-attribute skill power up by 28% and then a critical hit damage up by 10%. So this one is going to be a double positive. This is going to be for every element in the game. This next one is for all the abilities. This is going to be for Tech, Fusion, Singular, and Dimension. This one reads, you're going to be getting a skill power modifier up by 26%, and then you're going to be getting a critical hit rate up by 10%. These are just going to be two positives. They're going to be low percentages, but double positives for your abilities. These next modules are going to be for weapons. The first one is called Charge Amplification. There's going to be different ones for each weapon, for general rounds, special rounds, impact rounds, and high power rounds, so on and so forth. This one reads that firearm attack up by 67%, and then you're going to be losing a critical hit damage up by 40%. This is going to be for weapons that don't really have a high critical hit damage and benefit off of just pure raw damage or firearm attack. These are going to be for all weapons, so shotguns, launchers, snipers, every weapon can have this mod. This next one is called Bullet Interrogation. This one is going to be the double positive. This one is for general rounds, firearm attack up by 36% and then critical hit damage up by 20%. This is across the board for every weapon. The percentages are different. You can see on the screen a couple of them are lower than the others, but you're still going to be getting an increase of 10%. One is actually 20% for the snipers. So for this next one, this one is going to be talking about Deathstalker. Deathstalker is pretty much going to be in the game. The only way you can actually defeat Deathstalker is you are going to have to kill Gluttony. So if you haven't killed Gluttony, make sure you go do that. So this one reads, the external component sets for Deathstalker. This set is going to be called Distorted Resolved Set. The two-piece set is going to increase firearm attack when using an assault rifle or submachine gun. The fourth piece set effect is going to increase toxic skill power proportion to your HP loss and recovers shield each time you inflict a debuff on an enemy. Successfully destroying the part of a Colossus grants the exaltation effect, and while under this effect, your skill attack fire projectiles that deal additional toxic damage. Your skill attacks fire projectiles that deal additional toxic damage and applies the Desolation effect to Colossus. The Desolation effect weakens all attack of Colossus incrementally as it stacks. There's also going to be the Invader set. The two-piece is going to give you increased maximum shields, and the fourth piece set is defeating an enemy increases skill duration based on the number of stacks. It also increases tech skill power modifier and dimension skill modifier. This is going to be the new weapon. You can only farm this weapon from Stalker. The new ultimate weapon Frostwalker will be added. Landing a critical hit on an enemy from beyond a certain distance grants a cold surveillance effect, and hitting a weakened point of an enemy from beyond a certain distance grants a sub-zero sensation effect. Cold surveillance reduces the enemy's chill resistance incrementally as it stacks, and sub-zero sensation increases your chill skill power. Defeating an enemy grants the chill synchronization effect, and while under this effect, the movement speed reduction due to Haley's Cold Fury effect is ignored. They are also going to be adding the 400%. A new highest difficulty dungeon has been added for 13 infiltration operations. The first one is going to be at Kingston Magister's Lab and then Slumbering Valley. The second one is going to be in Sterile Lands, the Forgot Tents, and Unknown Laboratory. Third one is going to be in Vespers, the Shelter. The fourth one is going to be in Echo Swamps, Seed Void, and the Chapel. The fifth one is going to be in Agna Desert, the Asylum, and Kalido's Ossuary. The sixth one is going to be in White Knight Gulch, Mystery's End. The fourth one is going to be in Hagios, and it's going to be the Haven. The fifth one is going to be the Fortress, and it's going to be Quantum Zone and Heart of the Fortress. These are going to be the 5 zones that you can grind these out, and these are going to be all the missions. This reads: a hard difficulty 400% score multiplier is available in dungeons where the invasions are occurred. So pretty much you can only access these on invasions. So pretty much if any of these missions have the invasion over them, then you are going to be able to access the 400%. After clearing the invasion, you can still use the 400% score multiplier until the next invasion refresh. The types of awards for the highest difficulty infiltration operations and those of the highest difficulty infiltration operations are essentially the same. Defeating a commander named Monster gives additional standard ETA vouchers, so you're also going to be getting the vouchers from this for the trader. As a completionist reward, you will receive high precision exchange components. So this is going to be the ETAO. This is going to be the trader. He's going to be located in one of the spawn points in Albion. It's going to be the one near the research lab. This reads ETAO is available every Friday through Monday, so he's going to be just like Barakatir. You're going to be able to see him every weekend and see what he is offering for his trades. These are the times for each zone. We have Korean Standard Time, which is going to be at 4 p.m. Friday to 4 p.m. Monday. We have Pacific Standard Time at 12 a.m. Friday to 12 a.m. Monday. And then we have Coordinated Universal Time, which is going to be at 7 a.m. Friday to 7 p.m. Monday. ETAO provides the following features. You're going to be able to sell blueprints. This will be available to you at Mastery Rank 10, so you do need to be Mastery Rank 10 to do this. Exchange Infiltration Operation rewards. You can sell various items with standard ETA vouchers. Standard ETA vouchers can be obtained by completing, obviously, the infiltration operations, what we were talking about, and getting the kill score. Exchanging supplies. You can purchase various items with premium ETA vouchers. The way you get premium ETA vouchers is by selling blueprints. You can carry up to 600 standard ETA vouchers and premium vouchers. The standard vouchers and premium vouchers are found in your inventory, and they do not take up any consumable slots. They are also going to be adding hair dyes to the game, so you're going to be able to dye all your hairs with these colors. These are going to be all the new products for the game. They're going to be adding Ultimate Freyna's bundle and premium bundle. These are the director comments. It reads: we accept the feedback from our descendants regarding the exclusive spawn effect and back attachments and previous ultimate bundles. In response to the feedback, we have made the spawn effect and back attachments in the new Ultimate Freyna bundle available for universal use. So pretty much you're going to be able to put this on any descendant you want. This is going to be pretty huge for the future of cosmetics. Moving forward, we will apply the same principle to all spawn effects and back attachments in the future releases. So whenever they're going to release a new Ultimate Descendant, their attachments and spawn effects will be universal. Additionally, we are working on improving the exclusive spawn effects and back attachments for previous bundles to make them universally usable. Once this improvement is complete, all previous purchased spawn effects and back attachments will also become universally available. So here are all the skins that they added into the game. They've added skins for males and females. These are going to be skins I'll be showing you guys in game. Here are the decorations for the Albion. Pretty much everything's all spooky. We have Halloween in the middle. This is going to last until the 30th. So here is some content improvements. Added a recruit tab to the chat. You can now post to recruit or apply for parties in this tab. So pretty much they added an LFG chat, changed the immunity gimmick for the name monsters for destroying spheres to destroying summoned objects. So you're no longer going to have to destroy spheres for infiltration operation monsters. You're just going to be able to destroy little objects that are going to be around them. These are going to be for these monsters right here. I'm not even going to try to say these names. I feel like I'm just going to butcher them. Colossi no longer stray too far out from the battlefield during intercept battles. So the Colossi won't just run super far out of the map like they used to, which is really nice. This one was really prevalent with Dead Bride. Added additional makeshift camps for the shipment base, hatchery, and mountaintop in the White Knight Gulch. Changed the location of Void Fisher reactors and hatchery in the White Knight Gulch. Changed the condition of returning to camp after aborting a mission. 2 aborts to abort mission to 4 aborted missions. Infiltration operations now award additional firearm proficiency. Some infiltration operations now reward more Descendant EXP. Slumber Valley in Kingston, Vesper's Sepulchre, Echo Swamp's Seed Vault, Agna Desert, Kalido Ossuary, White Knight Gulch, Mystery's End, Hagios the Haven or Old Mystery, and then the Fortress, Quantum Zone, and Heart of the Fortress. So these are all going to get a Descendant and firearm proficiency buff. Fix the final quest to reward level 100 firearms, reactors, and enhancement materials. Players now revive with 100% shields from being down. Players now have 3 seconds to cancel the start of a private operation in intercept battles, infiltration operations, special operations, and invasions immediately after starting. Added a restart button to the HUD to enable immediate restart after ending of a intercept battle, operation, infiltration operation, special operation. This button is located on the bottom of the Albion button. Deleted the underused 150% infiltration operation. Changed the missions that drop Freyna's stabilizers. So I guess the mission is going to be different for Freyna's stabilizer. When Freyna uses a skill to inflict 0 trauma, she now can inflict toxic reaction, panic, despair, decay, or nightmare depending on the skill use. The plagued armor effect granted by Freyna's skill, defense mechanism, and toxic solution is now renewed when skills are used again. Improved Kyle's repulsion, dash, and collision instinct skills to hit environment objects such as gas colliders. Ezimo can now use the time bomb skill while shooting a firearm or using other skills. They also added some UI changes. The location of a quest NPC is now displayed during this quest. Fixed a maximum target score for each operation to be always displayed on your UI. Invasion dungeons info now displays the text minimum required and the number of rewards in main quests. Improved the research list to show the enhanced level information of unique abilities of owned weapons in the research lab. Improved the research list to display the own indication in lower research as well as Descendant research. Improved the research list to show whether the research results exist or how many. This next one is going to be miscellaneous. Added reactors to hard difficulty fields, allowing you to obtain them when needed. When obtaining a reactor, not as rotation rewards in hard difficulty missions, outposts, and fusion reactors, you will require reactors with specific attributes, arcanes based on the battlefield. Okay, so these are all the reactors. I'm probably not going to go through all this. I would go through this in a different video, but I can see that non-attribute / tech and Kingston Grand Square and Echo Swamp's abandoned zone. I guess you're going to be able to grind reactors in places. They're going to be set in certain places now. Obviously there are going to be better grinds for certain reactors for the weeklies, but hey, you're still going to be able to grind them whenever if that's the case. We don't know for sure. Roly Poly and Kingfisher summoned by Colossi in intercept battles now use melee attacks less frequently. Lower the difficulty of intercept battle Gluttony. Reduce Gluttony's HP and attack. Impurity now reduces the wipe attack gauge further. Reduces the speed at which the wipe attack gauge fills up. Remove the ice effect inflicted when the impurity explodes. Increase the expansion limit of equipment inventory storage slots by 200. Previously expandable from 1000, now it is going to be 1200. These are all the bug fixes. If you want to read them, you can read them right here. These are some Descendant fixes. If you want to read them, you can read them right here. Equipment fixes and then UI fixes. I'll keep those right here on screen. and then more miscellaneous. So yeah, that's pretty much all the patch notes for 1.1.4. So now I'm going to go and move to the game to show you guys all the skins. So these are going to be all the new skins for the first Descendant, starting off with the premium skins. This one is going to be for Ajax. This is the last Bastion. This one is Blair's, the Incineration Master. This one is for Enzo. This one is White Falcon. For the event skins, starting off with Glade, this one is the Albion Medical Support Corps set. This is the same set, but just on Bunny. This one is the Sweet Whisper set. You can get this on all female Descendants. This one is the Pumpkin Hunter set. You can get this one on all male Descendants. This next one is the Albion Detection Center Body set. You can get this one on all female Descendants. And the skin we've been all waiting for, the Ultimate Freyna Bundle skin. This is what it looks like in game. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.